Chantal.
Here.
Karina Talamontes.
Here.
Katie Valenzuela. Katie Maple. Mai Vang. Phil Cerna.
Here.
Patrick Kennedy. Rich Desmond. Sue Frost. Pat Hume. Mary Jane Lopez Taff.
Here.
Rod Brewer.
Here.
Kevin Spees.
Present.
Sean Farmer. Garrett Gatewood. Bina Lefkowitz.
Here.
Jennifer Larrett.
Here.
We have a quorum with 8 members present. And I'll read the statement. This meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T UVerse cable systems. This meeting is closed captioned and live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.net. Today's meeting will be repeated Saturday, July 27 at 4 p.m. on Channel 14 and can also be viewed on Metro Cable 14's YouTube channel. The meeting will also be recorded via Zoom. A DVD copy will be available upon request no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. The full agenda, including reports, is available on the library website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should complete a speaker identification form located at the back table and give it to the clerk. Members attending via Zoom should raise their hand in the Zoom program. Please speak clearly when addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard.
Thank you so much. And now I'd like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. And clerk, is there any public comments on matters not on the agenda?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. And next up we have presentations. We will do Big Day of Giving. Christy? Welcome.
I'm Christy Ham. I'm the Youth Services Manager for Sacramento Public Library. And before we have our presentation for the Big Day of Giving, I wanted to share a little bit of information about the Book First project, which is something the library does every year in conjunction with the Friends of Sacramento Public Library. We do have a brief slide presentation. I'm not sure if that is ready. Okay. Book First. Now in its 8th year, Book First is a project of Sacramento Public Library in conjunction with the Friends of Sacramento Public Library to give first graders across Sacramento free books to keep. We think it's important to serve these beginning readers when they are just learning how to read and have the tools they need to be confident and successful readers. It also helps connect them with the library, helps strengthen our relationships with our local schools, and helps connect us with our friends of the library, which have such an important role to play in this program. Give a little bit of impact. We are helping students practice reading at home by taking books that they get to choose, helps them to be able to be excited about reading, gives them age-appropriate and exciting, motivating tools to take home so that they can have their home libraries, and it helps them, again, build stronger ties with their classrooms, with the library, and the wider school community. This is a very impactful program. We serve all schools in Sacramento County where 50% or more of children qualify for free and reduced price meals, which means about 3/4 of the schools across Sacramento County. Last year, we served 194 schools, visited 533 classrooms, 12,000 students, and over 25,000 books. Since the beginning in 2016, this program has served we've provided about over 150,000 books in the hands of our area youth. This is being done in conjunction with the Friends of the Library, and the impact is incredible. Here are some pictures of wonderful readers, and the teachers surveyed give us some feedback every year about how students are thrilled to have books that they get to keep and that they get to choose themselves. It's very motivating. This is something done in conjunction with the Friends of Sacramento Public Library. Friends are integral to the efforts. They accompany youth services librarians from every branch to the classes that they visit, and they help also prepare the materials, pack them, sticker them, and get them into the hands of kids. And so I just wanted to share, in addition to the fundraising that they do every year, part of the Big Day of Giving, they also help sort and pack the books, and here are some amazing friends doing that work. So I just wanted to say thank you to the friends, and we'll keep it brief today, so if there are questions, I'm glad to provide those at a later date, but that's that.
Thank you so much, Christy. I appreciate it. Next, we'll have Anita, Friends of the Library. Nice to see you.
It's nice to be here. We are all in on the Measure E campaign, and we support and appreciate, we hope, your upcoming endorsement at this meeting for that measure. I have a couple of board members online. Let's see. I did have Diane Gregory. You want to raise your hand, Diane? And Jillian Fries. And with me also is Pam Whiteley, who is, she's not standing up here, but she should be. She runs our book den, which is the 100,000 used book store that we have that raises funds for the library. And she does it as a volunteer along with her crew of volunteers. Every month, I'm glad you're not meeting weekly, we wanted to highlight a different branch. And this month we're highlighting North Natomas. So I have two representatives from North Natomas, Barbara Lee, who also does our membership and website, I think, and Julia Brukowski. Okay, good. And they would just like to spend a moment to tell you what they're up to these days.
Hello. So I'm from North Natomas Friends. I'm the president, and Julia's the vice president. I've been asked to highlight North Natomas Friends specifically, and just from the last 2 years as president, I can see from the pandemic to now that the programs that we run and that we support, or we don't run, we support with the funds, are really integral to our community. I think the community having a place to go at the library in North Natomas is one of the most special things about Natomas. We can support donations, we can support funds, but it's those programs where we are able to communicate with each other through book groups and we help fund some book kits. We help fund the Legos every second Saturday. We have a lot of homeschool children who come and do the science programs, like the Mad Science or the Bats. We have the nursery that came and we helped provided the free plants. But everyone learns something. We all communicate with each other in our community. And before we were just all at home, and the book group literally doubled in size when we came back because we all wanted to get back together, and because programs have opened back up in our community, I think that's a really big thing. And so for Friends, we're really happy to volunteer to communicate and learn about each other through these programs. So.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the information.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
I see none on Zoom. Do we have any up here? No, we're good. All right. Thank you so much for all your dedication and your hard work at the library. Next up, we have participating of the Newberry and Morris Award committees.
Good afternoon. My name's Kim Farnsworth, and this is
Caitlin Tormey.
Hi. So we have had the honor of working, volunteering for a couple of awards. We do have a slideshow that we can pop up if you have a minute. So I am the branch supervisor of our art endemic library, and I was on our Morris Award. So Caitlin was on the Newberry Award. I bet a lot of you know about Newberry. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the Morris Award and let her have all of her fun talking about the amazing Newberry work that she did. So they are both national committees for two different parts of the ALA, American Library Association. We have our Association for Library Service to Children that does the Newberry and Caldecott, and they service ages 0 to 4. I worked with the Young Adult Library Services Association, which works ages 12 to 18, and it has things like the Morris. And the reason why I mention this just really quickly is that sometimes people wonder why a title seems a little bit older, and there's that cross, especially for Newberry, and that's the kind of cross thing. So the Morris Award is a debut author award for teen books. It is, oh, and I forgot to mention, I did chair that award, and it was really great. The wonderful thing about this is that it's a committee of 9 members. It's all online, and we talk about new debut titles, which help our community in a lot of ways. It helps to introduce new authors. A lot of them are amazing people you might have seen the titles like The Hate You Give in the past. That's not what our year. But 2024 was another year that had a bunch of really great things. So this is our committee charge, a couple more of the Morris Award honors. And so the only other thing that I'm trying to make it really short, but the only thing I wanted to mention was that the reason why this is really great for our community is that the children have access to, I'm going to steal your words, doors and windows. What that means is that teachers and librarians and just the public have access to really great titles, and especially when it comes to debut authors, we're lifting up authors that will have amazing things to do in the future. So these are our winners and our honors, and our winner this year was Resball. We do have a list that goes out for our 5 finalists the first week of December, and then the award winners come out during the YMAs, which is usually the Youth Media Awards, usually in January. Okay. Now for much more exciting. It was an honor to be here, though. Go ahead.
All right. So the John Newbery Award was created in 1922, and it's the world's first book award. So it's the Academy Awards for children's literature, basically. The Michelin Star for children's literature. Delicious books.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah. These books are used in schools across the United States. These are books that have changed children's lives. These are books that are history. The Giver, Holes, Bridge to Terabithia, Charlotte's Web. These are all Newbery books. And it was an absolute honor to serve on this committee. The Newbery is considered to be the most prestigious award for children's literature in the United States. And their authors, you might have heard of them. They receive fame and acclaim. So our winner this year was called The Eyes and the Impossible by an author named Dave Eggers. And we had 5 honors. They are excellent books. Please read them, promote them. I am very proud that I represented Sacramento on this committee of 15, and I tried to make our city shine. And yeah, check them out. Thank you all so much for listening about these awards. It's really important that children have access to these quality materials, more so than ever, especially with book bans and challenges to intellectual freedom. Ensuring that we have quality children's literature is crucial. So thank you.
Love it. Thank you so much. Congratulations to those authors. All right, moving along to executive team report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I will highlight a couple things in our written report, and I just want to underscore, I think our staff who just gave this presentation were very modest. It's a very big deal to be on these committees, and that's one of the reasons I wanted them to share with you the work that they do. As they said, these are small committees. It's very competitive to be elected or appointed to them, and they select books which really impact children for generations. And it was an honor for us to have them and to support them to be part of these committees. And we're really thankful that they spent their time to do that and came here and presented to you. So we're happy and pleased that SPL was represented very well by some very distinguished professionals. So thank you both of you for your service. The other thing I'd like to highlight is some facilities updates. The Bell Coolidge Library reopened. We want to thank the City of Sacramento for their hard work in working collaboratively with us to get that project accomplished in under time, and they did a really great job with the repairs and the remediation of that building. We're also in the midst of modernizing the Central Library elevator, and so you may hear that we are taking it offline for a couple hours every day because it is stressed out. When you have only one elevator serving the building, it needs a break. I think we can all relate to that. So we're giving it a break a couple hours during the day, but that should be repaired and fixed in the next couple months. So we're hoping that goes smoothly. And then the other item I'd like to point out is this coming Monday, we're having a community meeting for the North Sacramento Hagenwood Library. And board member Mr. Thao is going to join us, and we will share with the community the plans we have worked with the city in terms of the layout and the floor plan and some color scheme design. So we're encouraging the public to attend, especially those in that district, to take part in that and share their feedback with us on the great thing that we are doing with that. And that money comes from the state and with a match from the city, and we're thankful for the state for providing that funding to us to help make that library modernization happen for this community that's in need of that. Happy to answer any questions you might have for me or the rest of the staff about the library and the services we're offering right now.
Wonderful. Do you have any questions? Yeah, Director Serna.
Thanks, Peter, for the report. So what happens when we have a patron to the main library who is wheelchair bound?
Yeah.
And they need to get to the third floor.
Yeah, great question, Director Serna. So we have a freight elevator that is still operational, and so we escort the customer to the freight elevator and allow them access that way. If something were to happen with that, we would either make it different arrangements or get the materials for them. But at this point, we have one elevator that still works when we take the other one offline, so it hasn't been an issue. But should it be, we have to adjust our service model. But we have the freight elevator has been repaired and modernized, so we don't think it will have any issues while this is happening.
And that technically keeps us from violating ADA?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. We have Director Lefkowitz, and then we'll go to Director Tao.
Hi. Peter, I was really interested to see that your staff is starting to work on implementing the strategic plan. That's very exciting. I really like our strategic plan. I wanted to request, and I don't know if other directors feel this way, but I was hoping maybe starting after January of 2025, maybe every quarter, the board could get an update on one of the plan goals to see what you're thinking, how it's going, and give us, I have a particular interest in the youth engagement one, but all four of the goals are of interest. So I just want to put that out there. I don't know if other directors would agree that that would be a good use of our time to get updates on each of the goals.
Yeah, we can certainly have regular updates. We'll include that in the strategic plan, and we'll have special call-outs for other projects as well. So we can certainly do that without any trouble. Happy to do that.
Wonderful. Director Tao?
Yes, thank you, Chair Talamontes. Just want to say, I want to second Peter's announcement of the meeting on Monday, and definitely, the North Sacramento community is excited about this library, and so we will definitely, work with the board and the community, and definitely Friends of the North Sac Library to invite the public out there so that they can learn more about this great library that's coming into our district. That's been a long time coming.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other? I don't see anything else online, so we're good.
So,
All
Chair,
right.
Sorry, Chair. Just for the record, that meeting is Monday. It is at 6 o'clock, and the building address is 1124 Del Paso. So it's at the new site that will be occupying the old Sacramento News and Review building. So it is not at the current location, but at the what will be the new site of the library. So if people come to the Sacramento News and Review building, and we'll have that meeting at 6 o'clock on Monday.
Okay, thank you so much. And then the next item is 5, and it's just information. Do we have anyone with questions on this? Seeing none. Moving along to item 6, we have a consent calendar.
Madam Chair, if there's no public speakers, I'll
Nope.
consent.
I'll
Perfect.
second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Clerk, do you want to do just a roll call vote, or can we just all say aye?
Chantal,
Aye.
Karina Talamontes,
Aye.
Katie Valenzuela, Katie Maple, Mai Vang, Phil Cerna,
Aye.
Patrick Kennedy, Rich Desmond, Sue Frost, Pat Hume, Mary Jane Lopez Taff. Aye. Rod Brewer,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
Aye.
Sean Farmer, Garrett Gatewood,
Aye.
Bina Lefkowitz,
Yes.
and Jennifer Larrett.
Aye.
Motion passes with 9 members voting.
Wonderful. And then on item 7, there is no action to be taken. So item 8, reports, ideas, and questions from board members. Peter?
Chair Talamontes, after the meeting, if we could have maybe the board gather in front. We have a check from their friends for the big day of giving that they're going to present.
Okay.
So we can maybe do that at the end of the meeting if that's okay with you.
Wonderful.
Can we have is there any chance the library can get the power over roads and stoppage so I can get here? Do that.
We'll look into that. Mr.
Escalation of
Gatewood.
power. That'd be great.
Thanks, Director Gatewood. And I also just want to welcome, I have a University of California intern. Her name is Kayleen in the audience. It's her first government meeting ever in her life. And so I just want to welcome her. So thank you for being here. Hey. All right. So it's 3:36. No other comments from board members. We are adjourned.